60개국 이상을 여행하며 합리적인 세계 여행 노하우를 공유해온 이 여행 유튜버 부부는 이번엔 한국의 해안 도시 부산을 찾았습니다. 황금빛 해변부터 절벽 위 사찰, 알록달록한 마을과 로컬 카페까지 부산이 가진 다채로운 매력을 소개하며 마침 부처님 오신 날 축제 기간과 맞물려 이번 여행의 모든 비용을 투명하게 공개하겠다고 밝혔습니다.
What's up, explorers? Welcome back to our channel. We're the Choose here from Choose to Explore, where we teach you guys how to see the world
and save an hour.
So we're still here in South Korea, and first we were in Seoul, and now we took a 4-hour bus ride from the north to the south, and we are in Busan.
Yes.
So we ended up taking a bus which was scheduled for 4 hours, but it ended up being 6 hours because it's a holiday this weekend and there's tons of traffic. In total, it was about $19 per person in order to take the bus, but it was a beautiful, luxurious bus. Like, I've never seen a business class bus like that. It reclined all the way, it had TVs, it had Wi-Fi, it had so many amenities, and we truly enjoyed it. But we're here in Busan, it's late, and let's get to our hotel. Alright, so Busan compared to Seoul is so different. This is the first time I got to break out a short sleeve shirt. The sun is out today, so we're hoping that's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, I can actually take my jacket off today.
Right across the street from us actually is a GS25, which is like a grocery store kind of thing. It's like a 7-Eleven. Yeah, but we got breakfast. I got rice rolls and banana milk. I ain't seen one of these before, so gotta
Got
get
this cream cheese bagel.
This will be the first of very many buses we will be taking all around Busan.
Alright, and we just took the crowded bus, the most crowded bus we've taken, and I wouldn't even call it a bus, it was like a van, but it got us on here. We were all crammed up because everybody wanted to be here just to see the beautiful views of Gamcheon.
이 마을, 사실 하마터면 지도에서 완전히 사라질 뻔했다는 거 아세요? 2000년대 초반까지만 해도 낡고 위험한 산동네로 찍혀서 철거 대상 1순위였어요. 그런데 딱 한 번의 공모전 당선으로 운명이 뒤집혔습니다. 2009년 마을 미술 프로젝트 공모에 선정되면서 철거될 뻔한 판사촌이 불과 몇 년 만에 CNN이 한국에서 꼭 가봐야 할 명소로 꼽는 곳으로 뒤바뀐 거예요. 철거냐 예술이냐, 그 갈림길에서 마을 전체의 운명이 결정된 셈이죠.
Cultural Village, check this out, guys.
So right off the bus stop, there's this really cool cafe called Avant-Garde. I got a really nice caramel latte with oat milk hot because it is still a little bit chilly, but it has gorgeous views of the entire Gamcheon village. So colorful, so beautiful. It's beautiful here.
So a lot of people say this looks like Korea's Santorini or Korea's Machu Picchu. We've been to both of those, and while those are beautiful, the twisted streets, the colorful buildings, the built right up into the hills, this reminds me actually of our favorite city in the world, which is Rio de Janeiro. This place is amazing, beautiful, and it looks out right into the water. This place is somewhere I'd highly recommend you come and visit.
Yeah, check it out. A lot of people come here, but it's still worth a visit.
이 커플이 방문한 아방가르드는 감천 문화마을에서 최고의 뷰를 자랑하는 카페입니다. 한국은 인구 대비 카페 숫자가 세계에서 손꼽히게 많은 나라예요. 서울시 한 곳의 카페 수가 미국 전체 스타벅스 매장 수와 맞먹을 정도라는 통계도 있을 정도죠. 그러다 보니 관광지 어디에서나 개성 넘치는 개인 카페가 자연스럽게 자리 잡고 있는 거예요. 미국이라면 이런 골목 어귀에 카페보다 편의점이나 주유소가 먼저 들어섰을 가능성이 높아요. 달콤한 음료 한 잔을 손에 쥐고 마을 전체를 내려다보는 이 순간이 여행자들에게는 잠시 숨을 고르며 마을의 아름다움을 온전히 만끽하는 소중한 휴식이 되어주었습니다.
Korea's markets are legendary, and Busan has some of the best. So let's go try to see what's cooking.
It's currently around 11 o'clock in the morning, and we made it here at Gukji Market. It was supposed to be a food market, but it looks like everything is open but food right now. It looks like they got all these like suitcases and t-shirts and tools. It's like everything you need except for food right now. And we're starving. So
Let's
it's
keep walking.
yeah, it looks like it's the big market. So maybe we just didn't find it yet.
내셔널 지오그래픽, 디스커버리 채널 옷을 한국인들이 즐겨 입는다는 사실을 알면 정작 미국인들이 더 놀라요. 미국 본토에는 이런 의류 라인이 아예 없거나 훨씬 마이너한 존재거든요. 사실 이건 1990년대에서 2000년대 한국 아웃도어 열풍 때 국내 브랜드가 해외 유명 미디어사와 라이선스 계약을 맺으면서 생긴 독특한 한국식 소비 문화예요. 즉 미국 회사 이름을 빌렸지만 정작 미국엔 없는 메이드 인 코리아식 역발상 브랜드인 셈이죠.
But the smells are leading us somewhere promising.
So we're walking down Gukshi Market looking for food, and finally we found a spot that had these almond cakes. So we were very curious. We wanted to try one of pretty much every single flavor.
Yeah, there were 8 of them for around 5,000, which is like $3. And let me see, the name of it is Hodumadang. And it was actually really good. We saw them fresh. You make it right in front of us. And the flavors that we tried were the apple, chocolate, sweet cream, and sweet potato.
Yeah, so my top 3 is definitely going to be the chocolate, followed by the apple, and then I'd say the sweet potato. Those are my top 3 favorites.
이 아몬드 케이크, 사실 원조는 일본의 모미지만주 같은 붕어빵 계열 간식이에요. 그런데 한국에 들어오면서 사과, 고구마, 스위트크림처럼 완전히 새로운 맛으로 재해석됐죠. 재밌는 건 최근 이런 K-스트리트 푸드가 다시 미국 K타운을 중심으로 역수출되고 있다는 거예요. 일본에서 건너와 한국에서 진화한 뒤 미국으로 다시 퍼지는 길거리 간식의 국제 이조사인 셈이에요.
So I think we actually just came too early because now it's like 11:30 and everybody was coming from the Gamcheon Cultural Village, walked down here, and now it's around 11:30 and everything is opening up. There's all these different food stands and all these different things here, and I'm enjoying it right now. It's lively right now.
Okay, it's finally time for a proper sit-down meal right here in Busan. I've been waiting for this one.
이들이 비건 친화 한식당을 찾아냈다는 게 은근히 신기한 부분이에요. 미국은 비건 인구 비율이 한국보다 훨씬 높은데도 정작 미국식 비건 식당은 샐러드나 대체육 버거 위주로 메뉴가 한정적인 경우가 많아요. 반면 한국은 원래 채식 기반 사찰 음식 전통이 있다 보니 매운 라면 하나에도 자연스럽게 비건 옵션이 붙는 경우가 많죠. 서구 비건 문화보다 역사는 훨씬 오래됐는데 브랜딩만 늦게 시작된 셈이에요.
A couple blocks away, I found a vegan restaurant. Well, it's a restaurant that also has a vegan menu. So it was called Sogodang, and it was pretty good. So it gives you a whole bunch of different side dishes along with your ramen. I ordered the spicy ramen. I could have done myself a favor and just gotten the regular ramen because the sides were also spicy, but also the sides were like kind of sweet, kind of sour, spicy. A lot of different flavors, different textures. Really interesting food, but it was really good and filling.
I also could have eaten there, but the problem is that it was a set menu for 2, and my wife was not going to eat the meat dishes, so I just didn't eat there. So I got to find something else to eat while I'm here.
Yeah, it was like minimum 2 servings, so it's great.
All right, so as soon as we walk out of the market, we see the beautiful Busan Tower. It's huge, and right around it is an amazing shopping area. There's tons of different shops. You have like Western brands, you have Eastern brands, you also have restaurants, but this is a great shopping place. And once again, it's a good time to shop here because the dollar is very strong right now, and you get tax breaks as well. So definitely come and shop.
요즘 원달러 환율이 여행자에게 유리한 수준으로 형성돼 있는 데다 외국인 대상 즉시 세금 환급까지 더해지면 사실상 미국 현지 세일가보다 싸게 사는 경우도 많아요. 실제로 미국 명품 화장품 매장에서 파는 것과 똑같은 제품을 한국에서 세금 환급까지 받으면 20% 가까이 저렴하게 사는 경우도 있어서 아예 한국 쇼핑 원정을 계획하는 외국인들도 늘고 있어요.
For whatever reason, we waited until midday to visit Busan's busiest attraction.
All right, so we waited about 35 minutes in order to get the zigzag line to get through. We made it to the 4th floor, and we have another like 350 people in front of us before we go. They estimated it's about an hour wait.
350명 대기, 1시간 예상 시간 이 정도면 미국 디즈니랜드 인기 놀이기구 대기줄과 맞먹는 수준이에요. 그런데 흥미로운 건 이 케이블카 요금이 왕복 2만 원대라는 거예요. 미국 유명 관광지 케이블카는 이 정도 대기와 인기를 감안하면 보통 요금이 3에서 4배는 더 비싸요. 인기는 디즈니급인데 가격은 그렇지 않다는 게 이 명소의 반전이에요.
So you walk out to the platform, and then it's a beautiful viewing deck. You have like flowers there. You have like people out there just hanging out. And then I look out, and there's also like a walkway down there. So I decided, let me run down there and check it out. So come and let's check it out.
So quick recap, you line up, get your tickets, then wait upstairs on the deck until they call your number for your cable car.
So now that I'm down here, I'm actually at Songdo Beach, and it's a beautiful beach. Best part about this and coming over here is actually that it's free. Like, I don't have to pay to go in the cable car or see any of that to go and see this. So this is really nice and beautiful here. We got about an hour to kill, so I'm gonna walk around and see. It also looks like they have a musical fountain right here that plays. I don't read Korean, so I don't know what it says, but it's on the screen if you do. All right, so remember I said it was gonna take us 60 minutes to get across? Actually, it took us like how long?
Like 20 more minutes after we bought our ticket.
Yeah, so that was a very good surprise.
Yes.
So we got on there, we actually paid 22,000 won per person in order to get on, which is a little more, but that's the round trip ticket price. But we had the glass bottom, which was amazing, and it had amazing views. I honestly thought that this was going to be an island, but it's actually like a peninsula. Like, you could even walk around if you didn't want to do it. Like, the hour that we waited, we could have just walked, right?
Yeah, you can actually walk along for free and then you'll make it here to the same destination. But of course, I recommend the air cruises. That was really cool. Great views from above. I loved it. Very beautiful. Really nice. And it was worth it.
If I would have known that you could do it for free, we would have did that, and I would have never told her about it.
I knew. I just didn't let him know.
Living, I want to see it all and save all the dollars too. And for another 1,000 won, you can actually come on the suspension bridge. It's actually just me here. Liv was scared, and it's honestly not scary at all. You can see the ground right under you, but it's not like glass or anything. But it's a beautiful, clear day. You have beautiful views of Busan this way, and I highly recommend it, guys.
After the cable cruise, we ended up walking along the Sangdo Cloud Walk, which is a really cool boardwalk over the water, and we landed here at Sangdo Beach.
Now this is a beautiful beach. The water is super blue and clear, and it even has like statues and monuments of a whale that's in here. It's such a beautiful beach. It is a little chilly, so we're not gonna get in, but let me tell you, there are some people who are in the water. It ain't gonna be me, but there are people there.
Just know no lifeguards on duty.
All right, and we made it here at Dak Gal, and this place is known for its amazing murals and stairs. And this place, it has these tiles, and it's multi-level. It's very steep stairs. But the thing that really stands out about this is that it actually has an electric cable ride that you can go up and down. I didn't do it, but the Queen did.
Yeah, so actually you need to let residents use it first, and then tourists can use it after. So once it's clear, you can go.
So this was only made about 2 years ago, so it's pretty brand new. And I will say this is the slowest electric ride I've ever seen. Like, it took like 30 minutes in order to get down. But
No, it didn't.
how long it took?
I don't know, but it wasn't that
All
much.
right, like 4 minutes, but it's 4 flights of stairs, so it's like, it shouldn't take that long. But it has amazing views when you go down of the mountains, and this place is amazing.
And this definitely reminds us of the Sailor Moon steps back in Rio de Janeiro.
사실 이 소망계단, 정작 부산 토박이들 중에도 모르는 사람이 수두룩해요. 반면 외국인 여행 유튜버나 블로거들 사이에서는 이미 숨은 명소로 입소문이 나서 이른 아침부터 일부러 찾아와 사진을 찍는 오픈런다지 벌어지는 곳이에요. 정작 현지인은 매일 지나치면서도 그냥 계단이려니 하고 사는 곳을 지구 반대편에서 온 외국인이 먼저 알아보고 찾아온다는 게 좀 아이러니하죠. 등잔 밑이 어둡다는 말이 딱 이럴 때 쓰는 말인가 봐요. 이런 식으로 부산 골목골목을 현지인보다 더 열심히 파고드는 외국인 여행자들을 보면 우리가 너무 익숙해서 그냥 지나쳤던 것들 중에 사실 얼마나 많은 보물이 숨어 있을지 새삼 궁금해져요.
Alright, now let me tell you what it took to get us here. So we are trying to take the bus up to Sengoegasa Temple, but it's the Buddha's birthday tomorrow, so there are so many people that are trying to get here. So we tried to get on 3 different buses, and all of them were filled to the brim, and we couldn't get on. So I was happily surprised that Uber was so inexpensive. We actually took an Uber up here. There was still a ton of traffic, but it was only like 6,000 won in order to get up here.
부처님 오신 날이 국가 공휴일인 나라는 사실 전 세계에서 몇 안 돼요. 미국은 종교 행사가 공휴일이 되려면 기독교 계열이 아니면 사실상 거의 불가능한 구조인데 한국은 불교와 기독교 명절이 나란히 공휴일로 지정돼 있어요. 이렇게 서로 다른 종교의 명절을 공평하게 국가 공휴일로 인정하는 나라는 아시아에서도 흔치 않아요. 종교 갈등이 세계 곳곳에서 뉴스가 되는 요즘 이런 공존의 방식 하나만으로도 한국은 대단한 나라입니다.
Boy, it is beautiful here. It has so many different colors of lanterns, reds, yellows, blues, greens. It has all these blow-ups. It has so much to offer, and I can't wait to share more of this with you guys.
We made it to this incredible temple, though I almost didn't make it up these stairs, but every step is worth it. The whole place is glowing with lanterns and music, packed with people celebrating Buddha's birthday. It's beautiful, peaceful, and full of energy all at once.
Good morning. Another beautiful day here in Busan, Korea. So it is early. It's about 10 o'clock, but we have to get the day started. We have a lot of places that we need to still go to today. So let's go.
Yes, and I know we said early, and 10 o'clock doesn't really sound early, but it's early for here. So that's what time things open.
All right, so another thing about South Korea that is interesting is we are on Jinpo Cafe Street, and you think cafes, you want to start your morning with a nice fresh cup of coffee. But things in Korea don't start until like 11, 12 o'clock. We're here at 10 o'clock, and there's like nothing open right now, which is crazy.
On the cafe street.
On Cafe Street, just like she said.
So walking along Jampo Cafe Street, I found a cafe that's actually open 24 hours, and it's called Vintage 38. Now, I'll show you what the sign looks like on the screen because vintage isn't written in English characters, but it's really cool. Everything's really antique, vintage vibes throughout there, and it has really good coffee.
24시간 운영 카페는 미국에도 있지만 대부분 대도시 도심에 한정돼 있고 야간엔 보안 문제로 문을 닫는 경우가 흔해요. 반면 한국은 지방 소도시 골목에서도 24시간 카페나 편의점을 찾는 게 어렵지 않은데 이건 밤늦게 돌아다녀도 안전하다는 치안 수준이 뒷받침되기 때문에 가능한 거예요. 24시간 영업이라는 상업 시스템 뒤에는 결국 치안이라는 인프라가 숨어 있는 셈이에요.
Right, so we took a bus that dropped us almost directly here at the Oryokdo Skywalk, and it is beautiful here. The views are amazing, right, my
So
love?
amazing. It completely distracted me from the huge hill that we climbed up to get to these views. But it was really quick walk up, maybe about like 1 or 2 minutes, and the views are crazy. So beautiful. Love to see this.
Yeah, actually behind us you can see the Oryokdo islets that are right behind us. They say they vary between 5 or 6 peaks depending on where you're seeing and where you're facing, but really nice here.
섬 이름 하나를 두고 나라가 공식적으로 골머리를 알았다면 믿으시겠어요? 오륙도가 딱 그래요. 밀물 땐 바위 2개가 물에 잠겨 붙어 보여서 5개, 썰물 땐 완전히 갈라져서 6개로 보이거든요. 그래서 조선시대 지도부터 최근 국립지리원 자료까지 시대마다 5도냐 6도냐를 놓고 표기가 오락가락했던 진짜 역사가 있어요. 바닷물이 하루에 2번 들고 나면서 지도 위 숫자를 2번씩 바꿔놓는 섬, 이런 곳은 전 세계를 뒤져봐도 흔치 않아요. 지금 여러분이 스카이워크에서 내려다보는 저 바위들이 몇 시간 뒤엔 다시 슬쩍 개수를 바꿔놓을 거예요.
This might seem like a simple lookout, but there's a twist to it.
Alright, so the people come to Oryokdo Skywalk not just for the amazing views, they actually do it to walk on a glass. So in order to do it, you have to put on these shoe covers. And I wear a size 12 in US sizes, and I think that the Korean feet are a lot smaller because it was a little difficult for me to get them on my feet. But we're walking here, and it's a protective glass. It is super scary to look down and walk on it because you feel like you're walking right on the water and it could give out. What do you think?
Honestly, if I'm doing it, you know it's not that scary. It's not that scary at all. It's really cool to do, really fun. I recommend it.
Yeah, and also the views here are amazing, but there are a lot of people that are coming here as well, so be prepared for everybody to be in your photo. So yeah, but we're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's cool and it's free.
We're headed to one of Busan's most famous beaches.
All right, so we made it here at Gwangali Beach, and it is a beautiful beach. Honestly, this area is way more than just a beach. There's so many different restaurants, so many different tourist attractions. It's a highly frequented tourist place, but it's beautiful. It has nice sand. It has nature around. It has the city skyline behind it.
광안리 해변의 상징인 광안대교는 사실 국내 최초의 복층 해상교량이에요. 미국 샌프란시스코의 금문교와 종종 비교되는데 결정적 차이는 금문교는 건설된 지 90년 가까이 됐지만 야간 경관 조명이 상시로 화려하게 바뀌지는 않는 반면 광안대교는 매일 밤 LED 조명색이 바뀌는 경관 조명 다리로 설계됐다는 거예요. 오래된 상징성이냐, 매일 새로운 볼거리냐의 차이인 셈이죠.
I think it has a bunch of different lanterns right now for the Buddha's birthday as well. But this is a place that I definitely recommend, and they're setting it up super nice. So we just got off the train and we are here in Hyundai Station. Actually, we walked down and there's a traditional Hyundai market and they got a lot of fresh seafood. The seafood is actually so fresh that I just saw the eels that were killed and they were still like squirming around. It's crazy. But there's a lot of different foods and restaurants and different things to try. So maybe I'll get into it.
Oh, he's way more into it than he's trying to admit.
Next, we saw the haddock and the line was so long. So obviously, long line, join the line.
Yeah, you know, whenever I see long lines, I usually think that food is going to be so good. And we got it right here. And the line probably was like 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So let's try the haddock, let me tell you.
40분 대기를 감수하고 줄을 서는 이 호떡. 사실 호떡의 원조는 한국이 아니라 중국 화교들이 개항기 인천을 통해 들여온 음식이에요. 그런데 지금은 정작 중국에서보다 한국에서 훨씬 더 대중적인 국민 간식이 됐고, 최근엔 미국 K마켓 냉동 코너에서도 호떡 믹스가 팔릴 정도로 역수출되고 있어요. 중국에서 건너와 한국식으로 완성된 뒤 다시 세계로 퍼지는 이동 경로가 앞서 나온 모미지만 조합 한박이에요.
So this time I got to see this one is crispy. It was incredible.
Yeah, mine's good. That's a honey nut. Crispy honey donut.
This is great.
We're here on Hyundai Beach now, and they have these huge sandcastles. Not sandcastles, they're like sand sculptures. They have this huge sand festival every year, and I guess we came just in time because they're creating, and it's so cool.
Yeah, Sandcastle is a little bit disrespectful because they are creating sand.
Masterpiece.
Yeah, they're like master works of art. It's like crazy. I can't believe that they're doing it. And then we're walking on a boardwalk right now, and it's real active. There's a lot of people that are playing volleyball, walking along. There's restaurants here, there's shops, there's hotels. This is a great place to be, man. Busan is amazing. Good morning, good morning. Another beautiful day here in Busan, South Korea. So we're here in Busan Station, and there are over 100 high-speed trains that go back and forth through South Korea a day. All right, and that was like 3.5 hours on the KTX. That was the bullet train. It was so fast, and what I realized from it is that there are so many beautiful places in South Korea that we still have not visited, and we're not gonna have the time to do on this trip, but we have to come back. Now, Busan is such an amazing place. It's one of my favorite cities, honestly, because it has the mountains, it has water, it has amazing views, it has good food, and there is so much to do, and most importantly, it's affordable. So thank you guys for checking out our channel. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
60여 개국을 넘게 돌아다니며 웬만한 풍경엔 이제 무덤덤할 법도 한 이 부부가 유독 부산 앞에서는 자꾸 말을 아끼며 여운을 곱씹는 표정을 지었습니다. 낯선 도시 하나가 이렇게 마음 깊이 들어오는 일은 여행자에게도 흔치 않은 경험이거든요. 감천의 골목을 걷고 자갈치의 냄새를 맡고 광안리의 밤하늘을 올려다보고 낯선 이가 알아봐준 순간까지 이 모든 조각이 겹겹이 쌓여서 어느새 다시 오고 싶다가 아니라 여기 두고 온 것 같다는 마음으로 바뀌어 있었습니다. 여행자들 사이에서 흔히 하는 말로 부산병에 걸렸다고들 하죠. 한번 다녀가면 이유 모를 그리움이 계속 남아서 결국 짐을 다시 싸게 만드는 도시. 이 부부에게 부산은 그렇게 이별 인사조차 온전히 끝내지 못한 채 남겨진 도시가 되었습니다. 기차가 속도를 올릴수록 창밖으로 멀어지는 저 스카이라인을 보며 이들은 이미 알고 있었을 거예요. 이 여행이 완전히 끝난 게 아니라 언젠가 반드시 돌아올 이유 하나를 부산에 슬쩍 맡겨두고 떠나는 길이라는 걸요. 지금까지 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 다음에도 멋진 여행기로 다시 찾아오겠습니다.